this is the basic foam rolling routine. We'll start with the foam roller. You can use one like this, a short or a long foam roller. We're going to place it under the back. We're going to lift the hips parallel to the floor and then slowly roll up and down the length of the back around 8 to 10 times. You can change the angle to one side to get onto that QL muscle here on one side of the back, or you can change onto the other side and roll the other side. Mostly spend most of your time around your upper back, around your thoracic spine area. You can also roll with your arms extended. Make sure you're relaxing your breathing, and if you find any particular spot that feels quite tight or uncomfortable, you can wait on that area and breathe it out. Once you've done about 10 rolls or 30 seconds, drop the hips onto the floor, keep the roller under the lower part of the shoulder blades, and you can check to see how much extension you have over the roller. Make sure the hips stay on the floor. You can then progress the roller to under the back of the armpit and get into the upper back where your lats and teres major, teres minor muscles are. You can also get onto the front of the rib cage, onto that serratus muscle. You can do this on both sides. Then I would take the roller down to the lower body and work on the crease of the hip on one side. So you have a muscle there called your TFL. Spend some time around there. You can roll down the front of the quads all the way down towards the kneecap. Just don't go on top of the kneecap. And again, 8 to 10 rolls. If you find any particularly painful spots, you can just wait on them and breathe them out. I'd also spend some time changing the angle of the roller and getting onto the adductors, the inner thighs. And again, 8 to 10 rolls. And then when you finish those, if your glutes are tight from a lot of running, sit on the roller, angle yourself to one side and roll around on the outside of the glute. You can also do this with your leg crossed over your knee as well. And again, just spend some time on the back of the glutes. And then lastly, we want to spend some time on the calves. So if you can, stack one leg on top of the other, roll up and down the length of the calf. The larger part of the muscle here is your gastrocnemius, and then further down, deeper towards your Achilles tendon, is your soleus muscle. So make sure you spend some time hunting around on the inside, outside edge, down the center. If you find a particularly painful spot, you can wait on that area, lift the hips off the floor, and also go through some flexion and pointing, flexing and pointing the ankle, which acts as a trapping and pinning method, which will help to stretch out or release any of those tight spots. So this is a basic foam rolling routine. You could do this as often as you want. If you are outside, maybe use a mat down on the grass if it's quite muddy, or you can do this at home either before or after your training session.